roots members.
Yeah.
We should stop looking at the top and start saying, what can we do at the grassroots level?
Well, yeah, because if you don't have an increasing number of grassroots members, that's going to become the predominant problem.
No matter who the leader is. That's right.
Yeah. Here's George calling from Bridgewater in Nova Scotia. Hi, George. What did you think of what you saw and heard?
Well, I was certainly impressed with the numbers, and to see so many young people out there was really made my heart warm, because I think there is a fair amount of renewal in the Liberal Party for sure. I've been involved a long time. My wife never took much of an interest, but she spent 12 hours yesterday watching the convention and was quite impressed with, with the numbers and the different policies they come up with in the debate. It was an eye opener for her. I had been to Lester B. Pearson's convention many years ago and have always been interested, but it was good to see her just sitting at the edge of her seat for that many hours. As far as Bob Ray, he's been doing a terrific job, as have all the spokesmen. I can go down and name most of them. That Mr. Holland is a fantastic spokesman for the Liberal Party.
Even though he was defeated, he was still very active there at the convention, wasn't he?
See him and Martha Kinley. To see her out there and there's another guy. Isn't that awful? I've forgotten his name. He was born in Nepal, but he Manitoba, but he ran out of Toronto, and again a terrific spokesman. I was really sad to see us lose Kevin Martin, who retired, and because he was another wonderful spokesman. But compare that to the wingdings of the Harper. Unbelievable is the word. They're all such low gene pool as far as I'm concerned. Their arguments are usually not factual or relevant. They just seem to have an odd agenda.
All right, George, thank you very much. George gets a little political message out there at the end, of course, as a lot of people like to do. Here's Anne calling from Cornwall in Ontario. Anne, what did you think? Anne, are you there? Anne from Cornwall, Ontario. There she is. Go ahead, Anne.
Hi. Okay. I have to say I was very impressed with the quality of people presenting motions and debating motions. I just wanted to say about Bob Ray, I don't know how anybody could not get the fact that the opposition's not attacking him, not ridiculing him, not, sort of giving him a free ride. Doesn't that give you an indication that they want him to be the leader? I really do not want Bob Ray to be the leader. I'm happy. I've been a supporter. Did not want to become a member because I wasn't sure what they stood for anymore. The fact that they, the free trade with Panama. I wanted to get more detail, and I listened, as the previous caller's wife did, to most of it. So I'm hoping that there will be more accountability.
Well, so you would write positive in terms of your one-word reaction then to what was going on there.
Yes, I do see something.
Yes.
Yeah, I do see. And I was happy that we didn't carry it forward, Krejci and Paul Martin into the next, revitalization. And I'm hoping that we also do not have Bob Ray.
Okay, all right. Once again, underlining the Bob Ray part. People, I think, Matthew, people, there's no middle ground when you when you bring up the word Bob Ray. People either love him or they seem to totally dislike him or hate him. There's no middle ground.
Like I said, I think we should be focusing more on the other aspects of the Liberal Party right now.
I know, but you can't blame people for wanting to know who's running the political party. That is the job, is it not?
And we're going to have
that's the guiding light for the party.
Yeah, and we're going to have great debates over the coming year when it turns
Indeed, isn't that the case? Yeah. Here's James calling from Calgary. James, what would you like to tell us?
Well, first of all, I'd like to thank those responsible for putting CPAC on the air. It has helped me become educated in politics. And I'd like to ask your guest why proportional representation was not adopted by the Liberals, and also participatory democracy, where people make more of the decisions rather than the politicians.
Okay. Two good questions. Matthew?
Well, I mean, I can only give my personal opinion. I believe
That's what we want.
And I believe that we should adopt some form of proportional representation going forward. I mean, we have to look at the different models, but obviously that wouldn't...
There's so many different models. It makes it confusing for a lot of people, don't you think?
And in British Columbia, where I'm from, they tried to bring in a model and it failed.
Yeah.
And so you have to make sure that you can not only find a good model, but make sure it's able to be communicated.
Do you have any hope that that will happen someday, or in a relatively short period of time, or
I have a hope.
Are there other things that are more important than that?
I have a hope that it will happen, but I don't feel that there is political will with our current government to ever want to make a change like that.
All right. James, thanks.
Can I add one more thing?
Sure, go ahead.
A lack